splendid young fellow. Splendid fellow. I like the attitude of these Russians. They are generous to a fault. They're honorable people, and they express themselves very well, and they love America. What do you think about that?
You know, the respect, the respect as a warrior, you can see they have a lot of respect for their opponents and stuff, and they came a long ways to show their sport. So at this point in time, we're going to actually see a really good fight. This one here.
Well, this fight, this is the key fight. This is the one that we all are interested in.
Yes.
And this young man, this young Pena, is a great little fighter, and I understand that his opponent, Alexander Pogrebnov, is an excellent fighter. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, my mistake. This is Juan Torres, but I was talking about the other fight, Juan Torres. This is Juan Torres and Alexander Woinov.
Lightweight kickboxing champion, 28-1, 12 KOs from Lake Tahoe, California. And he's a fabulous little fighter. And he really comes and puts out 125%. And his opponent, Alexander Woinov, 39 wins, 1 loss. He's the USSR champion. And of course, Juan Torres with an uphill fight. The first 2 Americans have been defeated, and he doesn't want that to happen to him.
No.
From Russia, and he is a Russian champion, weighing 134.5 pounds. Alexander Woinov.
Oh, he's got a little class and jazz and finesse there.
Wearing the red, white, and blue trunks. From Lake Tahoe, California, and Roanoke Park, California, he is the world lightweight kickboxing champion, Juan Torres!
Well, Juan Torres came to fight, it looks like.
Indeed. You find a lot of ways. You're going to see a lot of action in this. You can see the determination in Juan Torres' eyes. I think there's going to be a very almost like what they would call a dogfight. Nobody's going to run. They're going to stay right there, and they're going to battle it out.
He says it's going to be a dogfight, Bob. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, Juan Torres has got a 200-pound heart. So I've not seen Alexander Woinov, but based on his teammates, here we go with the first round. This should be interesting. Third round of Russia versus USA at the Ring Center.
He's got style. That Woinov's got style. Look at it. Yes. I mean, you can just look at that guy. He's got some style. This is going to be an interesting fight.
Alexander Woinov in the green from USSR. First round against Juan Torres, the world lightweight.
Whoa! He put a hard left hook on Woinov at that time. Torres whacked him with a beautiful left hook. And it hurt. And Woinov...
Nice uppercut by Torres. Juan Torres with the red, white, and blue.
Getting a running start like that, how important in kickboxing is it, champ?
Well, actually, you know, sometimes a running start, what happens is you can get caught. You can get over cautious, and all of a sudden you get hit, and all it takes one to change everything around. So a fast start is good if he can keep the pace. If he can keep the pace, then it would be to his benefit.
Pace is what these championship fights are all about, really, isn't it? I mean, you have two good fighters in there fighting for the title, so pace with the shape and conditioning, that's all the same thing.
What counts is learning to waste nothing. When you throw, it's like having a machine gun with one bullet. When you hit, you do damage.
Right. There was a beautiful move by Juan Torres. He bobbed the lead, he ducked underneath, and so far, his footwork has been very, very good.
And you brought him down with him again, nullifying that point.
Alexander Woinov, USSR champion, 39 wins, 1 loss.
He goes both ways.
Yes, he's actually moving both sides.
New style of fighting, the U.S. kickboxers added blows, and a beautiful counter side kick by Juan Torres.
It was a nice one-arm shoulder takedown. The last Russian had. You can see it.
That was an interesting round. Who do you think won that round, champ?
Well, actually, if I would, I think it would have been a draw because they both aggressive. They both doing a lot of technique. The aggressive is obviously the Russian is more aggressive, but at this time, Juan Torres was saving.
Replay, guys.
Nice.
And the counter side kick caught Voinov coming in.
He got he threw a straight right, shook Torres' head back.
Nice throw, but Voinov was down on the ground, therefore no point. I gave that round to Juan Torres myself. I thought Torres scoring with the side kick and was superior with the footwork. And there were no points on the throws, and so I felt that Torres won that first round.
Excellent, excellent.
Well, who am I to
That's unofficial.
dispute? Who am I to dispute between you two guys? Not me.
Torres did clean threw the cleaner shots and a lot of bobbing and weaving and slipping, so he avoided a lot of the Russians' punch and kicking.
Here we go with the second round. Juan Torres from the United States, the lightweight world kickboxing champion, and he's fighting the USSR champion.
He really fought that off, didn't he?
Yes.
Oh, he really fought that off. That shows some smarts. This young man has got some smarts.
Juan Torres is not only a terrific man, a very, very nice man, but he is a smart fighter.
He certainly is. He showed some smarts then. All right, that was clean.
Nice left hook.
That was clean.
Nice left hook.
Referee doesn't call it a knockdown.
He doesn't call it a knockdown. I'll be darned. I thought he caught him, man.
Alexander Voinov, USSR with the green, goes right, a late round kick, but Juan Torres checks it.
Juan Torres is fast too, isn't he? He's got fast hands and fast feet.
He's an excellent fighter.
His hands are as quick as his feet. They work both together. He has no problem with either one of them.
I'm impressed. And he got a lot of movement, a lot of lateral movement.
Yeah, he's giving the Russian trouble right now because he's showing him a lot of mobility that clearly Alexander Voinov has not seen often, if at all.
Sometimes when you've had a lot of fights and
oh, nice counter side kick by Juan Torres.
So as you can see, Juan Torres figured him out that he's not going to.
Juan Torres is really frustrating Alexander Voinov.
Absolutely, absolutely. This young man is showing some style and some class.
Voinov's confidence is
ebbing. You've got that right. It's ebbing. Because I was just going to say that when you said that you beat me to it. I was just going to say he doesn't have the same look he had when he came out. Yeah. It's different.
Actually, at this last round, Juan Torres actually, I think...
Replay coming up.
We're going to see the replay.
He didn't understand that.
Benny, who'd you have winning that round?
Actually, I gave it to Juan Torres. He's hitting the cleaner shots. He's aggressive.
He's nice counter side kick by Juan Torres.
He's not wasting much. He's just taking his time, he's picking his shots, but he's doing damage with them. And I think he has a Russian confused and he's starting to get frustrated.
Yeah, he's beating with footwork. He's just so mobile.
You know what I think he's trying to do, fellas? I think he's trying to show the Russian who's the boss.
Champion of the world.
Well, he's done that, in my opinion. I used to in the first two rounds.
The first two rounds, I gave, it was a close first round, but the second round, definitely.
He's trying to establish superiority.
Third round.
You're going to have to do it my way.
Alexander Voinov.
At this time, he's going to show that it's not just a physical game, it's a mental game of chess.
I love the way he moves around. He's doing a great job. I like to see that kind of mobility in a fighter. Because he's in a lot of trouble. And look at that hand speed. Oh, my goodness. And a little showboat. Whoa.
Takes him on the way down.
The referee warning Alexander Voinov. No point to the Voinov, a very frustrated fighter right now.
I agree with you, Bob. He's come up on some young fellow here that can do just about everything. Look at that hand speed. Now, I would say that there's not an awful lot of power on that kind of hand speed, but you can stop it and slow it down and drop one in, and then you've got it. He's got great hand speed.
Juan Torres has got power with 12 knockouts, but he really is a movement fighter, and He does in and out, bob, weave. He shows you a lot of movement. He's a very difficult fighter to hit. And as we see, a difficult fighter to throw.
Exactly. He's got good lateral movement.
Absolutely.
I think he's found that he can't get thrown.
Voinov is not quite sure what he can do.
Because he doesn't know if he goes after him what he's going to see.
Mostly you see the shadows.
He's a little bit more cautious.
Shadows of wind. Whoa.
Voinov.
A little frustration there. Come on, Juan's going to have to maybe slow it down a little and take it, shoot a few, because the crowd might get a little bit upset with it.
Well, actually, at this time, you know, Juan is being cautious, but I think what's happening, I think he was playing more of a mind game than anything. But I think as the rounds go, I think Juan is going to start taking shots and start, as they call, taking out the axe and start chopping.
He's going to start digging in.
Start chopping.
Yeah, he plants your feet, dig in, here's the other guy's power.
Here's the replay. Juan Torres on the left in the United States, and he clearly is using psychological warfare on Voinov. As he comes in, he sticks a tongue out at him as if to say, I'm in control. This is my ring. I'm the champ. Come on, do what you got to do. And Voinov very upset. He throws a right round kick, but again, it's leg checked beautifully by Juan Torres. He's very much in control of this fight in my mind.
As you can see, Juan at this point is defeating him mentally. He's defeating him mentally and physically. He's going to start chopping.
He is in control of this fight. There's no question about it.
It's uncharacteristic of Juan to stick a tongue out. I mean, he's not usually a showboater, but I think he wants to use a psychological twist on Voinov. What do you think, Ben?
I think that's what he's doing at this point. He's working on him mentally, and then he's going to take him out physically.
Well, I am impressed.
Oh, nice spinning back kick by Juan Torres.
And another one right to the midsection.
Yeah,
nice shot.
counter side kick. Torres is very good at that. Voinov is very frustrated. He's trying
everything, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. There he is.
Goes spinning around, spinning heel, but misses. Juan Torres is just not there for him.
No. The red, white, and blue is making a miss.
Spinning bottom fist hit miss. Juan Torres is just showing a lot of different looks to Alexander Voinov.
And he's showing us, he's showing America that he is something to be dealt with, not only in the future, but today. He is a fighter to be dealt with.
Well, he didn't get to be world champion by being easy.
That's true.
Juan Torres on the right, in the United States. His opponent, Alexander Voinov, U.S.A. champion, 39 wins, 1 plus 20 KOs. And in the fourth round, it's an 8-round fight.
Only 23 years old, too.
He's got a lot of fight left in him.
He's got a lot.
A low kick, and moves out. Nice high round kick, low round kick, low leg kick by Voinov. You see Juan Torres is turned him completely around. That was controlling him so well with movement.
That was fast and quick. It was excellent.
Torres' footwork is just excellent so far. Voinov just cannot deal with it.
Absolutely frustrated. He's frustrated.
As you can see, Juan Torres at this time, he's definitely a superior mentally fighter than the Russian.
Ben, who do you have ahead in this fight? How do you see the fight?
Well, at this point, I find Juan Torres took over the fight. I thought it was a close draw in the first round, but the second and third round, I believe I give it to Juan Torres.
Here we go with the replay. Juan Torres with his back to the camera. He throws a high round kick, and then Voinov comes in very aggressively, pushes him into the corner. He's holding on to his head, but he's paying for it. Juan Torres let him hold on, but he swung the left and the right. And then spun out and turned Voinov completely around. It's just frustrating it to death.
Подойдешь канатом, впереди дернешь, задний рукой просади носом. И также с рукой дернешь, навахи пошли, но после выдергиваешь. Чисто не гроша.
He tries a spin, leg sweep. He was trying to catch the head of the takedown, but
Actually did into a full roll, and he was using the back heel to do damage, but Torres obviously wasn't there. Obviously, nobody was home.
Nobody was home. That's true.
Here we go, fifth round. with Juan Torres from the United States on the left with a commanding lead. Mike Hardy's won all 4 rounds, throws a nice uppercut and gets out of there. He's just showing so much movement to Alexander Voinov from the U.S.A. that he just doesn't know what to do with it. Voinov, a powerfully built man with 39 wins. He only had 1 loss.
What a nice left hook.
Nice left hook. That's a miss. Juan Torres ducks underneath. Oh, nice jab by Torres. Low leg kick and moves again. Juan Torres. Spinning bottom fist. And catches Voinov.
You got to be there if you're going to hit him.
See, Juan has definitely good inside fighting as well as outside.
Well, he's got good inside fighting inside his head. He's smart.
Yes,
he knows what's happening.
Spinning round kick by Voinov, but blocked by Torres. Torres showing his ability, then he's showing the movement. A very frustrated Alexander Voinov.
Voinov knows what he's doing. He's a champion. He's a fighter. He knows what to do, and he's in trouble.
But Juan Torres, what he's doing very cleverly is he's working off that front leg, and he's upsetting the movement of Voinov. Voinov was not able to get set inside to do the throws.
And Juan is doing a lot of lateral movement, hit them and run, stick and run, and they do add on.
That's it, stick and run. Except he's sticking with his foot. He did a good job. I'm very pleased. Oh, wow, right hand.
Nice combination by Juan.
Juan Torres with a beautiful left hook as he was coming in.
Wow, man. He hit him a left hook, come back with the right hand, and it's great.
Voinov shaking his head saying it didn't hurt, which means it did.
You bet. That's what you always say when you hit so hard you can't stand up.
You never want to admit when you're hurt.
No way.
On our unofficial card, Benny, who do you have winning that fight?
At this time, so far, Juan has been not only hitting his targets more, but actually every time the Russian throws, Juan's making them pay. So I believe that Juan took this round also.
Voinov stepping in with a left, but Torres making him pay for it.
I got to tell you, I think Torres will.
At this point, I see the superior to Juan. Mentally, he's a good chess player, good mental chess player, which is what it takes to beat this world champion.
But you give Juan Torres all the credit in the world. He's really just done a phenomenal job of taking control of this fight from the very beginning. So here we go with the 6th round. Juan Torres of the U.S. and his opponent, Alexander Voinov, USSR.
Voinov's face, his left eye is beginning to show damage too.
Yeah, it's swelling up pretty good.
As you can see, Torres is throwing combinations of 4 and 5s at a time.
Also, you can see welts coming up on the right leg of Alexander Voinov.
Oh, nice right kick.
Beautiful combination by Juan Torres.
He's got welts under the left eye and the right eye. Whoa!
Voinov getting desperate, and he is throwing with all he's got.
Torres took it wrong.
Juan Torres is just so fast.
He is slick, isn't he?
He just really...
He's what we call in the pool room, slick room.
So at this point, as you can see, Torres is working his legs because they're starting to knot. You can see the Russian knees.
You notice that Voinov is going to the left leg forward sometimes now. That's because his right leg is knotting up. Torres has been making him pay every time he's moved in. Now he's staying more left forward instead of right forward because he's got to give his right leg a break. And you're right, Benny, it's obviously knotting up on him.
As you can see, he's flat-footed and he's getting wide. It's only because the leg's starting to knot.
The interesting thing is that Juan Torres primarily is a left hook fighter.
Yes.
You notice Torres duck underneath of so many things. He really is anticipating everything Voinov is doing.
Well, he gives him nothing but a moving target. You know, that's always hard to hit. It was for me. I don't know about Benny, but it was for me.
Yes. At this time, Juan is actually taking charge. I think at this point, he's taking charge of the fight.
We're in the 6th round at the Brin Center. U.S.A. versus Russia in a kickboxing show that...
Whoa, that he got caught there, but he's up in the air.
Juan Torres leading this fight clearly, and that's the end of the 6th round.
Absolutely. He was clear up in the air, got hit, and came back down and maintained his balance. That's good.
Well, he's definitely got that good cat balance, you know, in the air, and he's good as well in the air as well as on the ground.
I mean, when you're in the air and you get hit in the air, I mean, you're supposed to fall.
Fine.
But you know, at this time, Juan is found out that he can jump in the air, and he
Here we go with the replay. Alexander Voinov on the right.
This is going to be where he gets a good shot in.
Voinov throws a round kick, then comes back with a spinning heel, but Juan Torres is gone. He's not home.
You're right. He didn't answer the door.
Juan Torres has just been doing that all night long. He's really got Voinov frustrated. In my opinion, the only way for Voinov to win at all.
At this point, yes. He's going to have to really put the pressure and either knock him down 2 or 3 times in order to win the fight.
Yeah, he's trying to give him a summons, and Juan won't take it.
7th round. Juan Torres with his back in the red, white, and blue for the U.S., the world lightweight champion. His opponent, Alexander Voinov, the USSR champion. Voinov with a lot more experience, but as you can see, he's trying to taking it to him all night.
You get desperation in his eye now. Look at it. He's
spinning back kick by Juan Torres. Beautiful.
He's got desperation in his eye.
Voinov has just tried everything he knows how to do. He's just going back and forth. Juan Torres has been checking the right leg. He's got welts all over the right leg of Alexander Voinov, and swelling over his left eye.
Beautiful spinning kick. Wow, that was a nice one.
So as you can see, Juan is not wasting no shots at all. He's taking them from both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, nice counter side kick by Juan Torres. Knocks Voinov down.
He's a very conservative fighter.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, he reserves energy until he needs it, and then he lets it go.
Exactly.
Voinov's got a cut under his left eye that could get worse if this fight were to go on much longer. Torres doesn't seem to be targeting it so far.
No, at this time, he's just chopping right now. Torres is chopping low and high.
Torres in complete command of this fight.
No question about that. He is in complete command of this fight. He knows what he's doing. He's not in a hurry. He knows he's ahead. And he's taking those shots that mean something with a hard kick or a hard punch. And the other ones, he's flicking and moving and dodging and weaving.
He's really working on that right leg. You see, he just keeps whipping those left, 3 unanswered left round kicks. And Voinov is taking them rather than...
Look at
As you can see, he's a very physical fighter. He'll take 2 to 3 to give one.
Exactly. End of the 7th round.
Wow. That was quite a round. This young man is showing me something, I'll tell you.
You can see
I've got Juan Torres pitching a shutout here.
At this time, Juan has it, and the Russian's really going to have to do something spectacular in order to win this bout.
Here we've got a replay of the 7th round action. Alexander Voinov on your right. He's moving in against Juan Torres. Throws a left round off the shoulder, but he catches a counter side kick coming in by Juan Torres. Beautifully timed.
So as you can see,
he's spinning around, and the counter side kick catches him right in the chest and puts him down.
See, right now, Juan has such good timing that every time he throws, he moves away just enough to stick his leg in there and completely hit him.
Incredible. Largely American audience really excited about this one. The 8th and final round in this 3rd fight of the evening, Russia versus USA at the Brin Center. Juan Torres, a world lightweight kickboxing champion from Lake Tahoe, in a commanding lead, chopping Alexander Voinov from USSR down, just inch by inch, round up the round. Beautiful, hard round kick by Voinov, but it was caught and he
And a good right hand, absolutely. Good right hand.
Nice right hand by Voinov.
As you can see, he's coming in only because he knows he's going to have to do something desperately in order to win this bout.
Yeah, he's got to let it all hang out.
Yes.
Absolutely right, Vince.
He's got no time to hold back. He's got to throw everything he's got.
Torres has just shown himself. Whoa, nice low kick by Alexander Voinov. Juan Torres in the corner, Alexander Voinov, USSA. Desperately scores some points. Voinov has been unable to do He hasn't worked out. Oh, nice left.
Juan hits him with a nice left.
What Torres is showing him primarily is just carrying him. If then you see him, then you don't. Then you see him, then you don't.
Juan Torres is going to be a ghost in Alexandr Voinov's fight for a long time. Oh, tries to throw, but the ghost is gone. Juan Torres has just been brilliant in my eyes.
And you know, you get to Voinov. He's pursuing, he's trying his best to fight, he's trying to win, he's just getting beat.
We've seen a lot of different look on the face of Alexandr Voinov than was in the first round.
Absolutely.
As you can see, he's coming in with desperate moves, and he's just walking. He's just coming in as much as he can.
He knows he's beaten.
Yes.
He knows he's beaten, but he's trying to get that shot in that'll do it for him.
That's all it. That's it.
There it is, the end of the 8th round.
Worth something. Worth something.
That was a good fight. It was very good. These two warriors definitely came out to fight, and Juan...
We'll do an interview on him. That was brilliant.
That was great, yes. He is looking very, very good. He knows he won. He knows it was a success.
Absolutely. That was brilliant.
Yes, it was a great mental fight for Juan Torres.
And now, look at that. I mean, there are a couple of gentlemen. That's the way it should be. When it's over, no matter what happens.
Absolutely.
Hold,
Sure.
you know, shake hands, hug, whatever you got to do. I mean, it's just it's something more than citizenship.
Here comes the replay, guys. Holiday.
Okay, at this time, as you can see right here, where the Russian tries to grab one-arm throw, but Torres just kind of slips away and looks at him and says, it's not going to happen. Exactly. So Juan, at this time, already knew there was nothing that he could do. He already had him figured out. Actually, I think Juan had him figured out in the 4th round. He had him so figured out that that's why the Russian kept on getting frustrated. Couldn't corner him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. I will read the scores. 79-73, 79-74, 80-73, all in favor of the winner, Juan Torres.
Juan Torres did his thing. He did it right.
Yes, he did. He went in there, and he went in there with a smart attitude, and he exactly came in there and just took his time.
Alex Voinov.
And a tough competitor.
Yes, indeed. The warrior definitely came. He came a long ways.
He kept going right to the left.
Yes, he came a long ways to, but again, the difference is the Russian came in as a checker player and Juan Torres came in as a chess player.
We can be very proud of Juan Torres.
Indeed.
It looks like Juan Torres may get away. We wanted to get him for an interview. But it looks like he's going to get away from us, Bob. He's walking down. We can catch his attention, bring him over here. Can you get him? Bring him over here for an interview. Yeah, there he is. Juan Torres coming this way now. Bob Wall's going to interview him. There he is. There's the champ. Bob Wall's going to interview Juan Torres in the successful title defense.
I'm with the fabulous Juan Torres, who just won a unanimous 8-round decision. Juan, I think that was a brilliant, brilliant fight. You've always been a brilliant fighter, but tell us how you saw the fight.
Well, I was back in the dressing room, and I see my other 2 teammates lost, and that was because they've been holding and throwing the big uppercut. So we had to change the big plan right there, like in 5 minutes before I got in the ring. So we were expecting, like I said before, go 2-3 rounds and give it everything I got, but I wasn't going to take any chances. So we changed the game plan. My manager, Mr. Cody, and I, to just do Ghost Warrior time. Just hit and run, hit and run.
Well, you were absolutely brilliant, and we nicknamed you the Ghost here. We said you can't hit or throw what you can't see, and you showed him so much movement. It was excellent. Was he a strong fighter?
Yeah, he was. You know, I wasn't expecting that much from him, but you know, I gotta give him a lot of credit. I'll give him a rematch anytime. You know, he's a hell of a good fighter.
Well, Juan, I know you're proud of yourself. We got some of the. Come over here, and when we're going to get some of this on a replay, and when we get it up on the screen. All right, here will be coming, and call the action for us as you see it. Tell us what you're doing in there, what you're thinking.
I'm not going to lie, because when I'm in there, I just try to throw and receive as it comes. So, you know, I don't even know what I did. You know, I don't...
Watch it here and just call it as you see it.
I was just counter punching. Whenever he threw, I tried to throw twice or 3 times as much. So that's pretty much all I did.
Well, I'll tell you, if I were a teacher, I'd give you an A+. I think you showed him so much movement. You worked on his front leg. You had welts on his front leg. You cut his eye. You just didn't give him anything. Your defense was phenomenal. Your offense was phenomenal. I don't see how you could have fought a better fight. How do you feel about it yourself? Do you feel that good about it?
Oh yeah, I feel real good. You know, especially fighting U.S.A. against Russia, and you know, being down 2-0. You know, I had to pull at least one of them up.
Well, we're very proud of you, and congratulations. Thanks a lot, Juan. Back to you, Ken and Ben.
Now we have the main event.